while tickle my nipples with a feather, and welcome to the haunted settlement. Now, Somerville Place is the perfect settlement to portray that spooky theme, know what I mean? Now, for some unknown reason, the sun never shines in the settlement, and it always seems to rain, so haunting the place up seems appropriate for this build. Now, we need some law-accurate decorations and miscellaneous, so I did a couple of quests here.
Who said? You don't understand.
So let's begin construction. Now, it's only fitting that we start with a nighttime tour. And I took some inspiration from the Resident Evil village, and added some aspects here and there of that, just to give it that nice, spooky, but apocalyptic, zombie-infested cranium on the horizon effect. Nah, I mean, we just have some explosive pigs from the Pigs Can Fly questline, and some hallucinogen for some unknown reason. And then I pillaged one of those massive fountains from the picket fences, and we have some sort of ceremonial thing happening here. We have a baby bottle, 3 mats conveniently spread out, signaling some sort of ritualistic apparatus, know what I mean? We have some sort of figure. Now we continue the path. We just have a nice seating area with some hanging skulls, know what I mean? And we have a brain fungi and a vase from the sequels of Star Wars. Now, let's make our way to the cabin in the woods. As you can see, we have a nice path. We got the ancient 1800s Dracula tombstone. Now, I wanted to create a real X-Files cabin in the woods, science fictional type vibe inside the cabin in the woods. You know what I mean? We just have a specimen that seems to be, a frog-like specimen, if you might say. We have a melon on top there. We have another broken hallucinogen canister for some unknown reason, a brain, and just random miscellaneous, just to add that lived-in effect. Now let's backtrack through the razor grain. Now I had to just give it that cornfield effect, that Jeepers Creepers unknown, where the fuck am I going effect. Nah, I mean? Then we just have a scarecrow type figurine. Now we do have 3 residents occupying the settlement, 2 kids and a father. So we just add some miscellaneous to give it that lived-in effect. Now, before we progress through the house and the rest of the settlement, I want to show you a hidden point of interest, just some low-accurate Fallout 4 questline type shit, know what I mean? So you can only enter this place with a power armor that has a jetpack attached to it. Now, for some reason, the settlers at this place have become senile, and they just stare into the horizon for some unknown reason. Now, this hidden area has some protection, heavy protection, and you'll see why. Now, you wonder, how do we enter this place? Wow, there's a hidden contraption. We just give it a shot, and we have the silver shroud lair. Now, I used most of the Neon Flats Creation Club questline decoration items to decorate this place. And then we have a trap setup set on hostiles only. We have some landmines and one of those makeshift guns from Pigs Can Fly questline in Creations Club. And then we have that picture of Silver Shroud with some moonshine. I mean, goddamn mine. We just have a nice setup going on here. And then we can close the secret hideout with another shot. Let's fast forward and continue the tour. Now it seems we have a graveyard setup and we still have the boy just standing there. Lucy. We have a shovel, you know, just a nice makeshift graveyard.
Your fucking baby's gonna burn.
Yeah, we are. Who's got that?
Now let's head to the house. Now, as you can see, I didn't do too much construction on the house because it needs to have that realistic, I'm visiting a spooky house effect. We just have a nice spooky kitchen setup. Now let's enter this barn door. Let's see what's behind this barn door. We have the two kids sleeping. I don't know how the boy is. What the fuck? Then if you notice there, we have a painting of a woman in the corner there. So we approach the father's bedside and we have a brain, a heart, a hand, a brush, a dress and some moldy food. So let's move on and we'll approach the last POI of the settlement. So we still have the father just staring, know what I mean?
Friend of mine got a foot and it's juicy. You know, fish can hear you thinking just before you sneeze.
Okay, then we approach a pot with some putrid Mexican juice straight from ancient China. And as you can see, the meat actually crystallized. And we have some more hallucinogen for some unknown reason. We just have a nice, you know, fish basket set up as we are close to a lake. Now let's fast forward into 20 seconds of the daytime tour.